Hello Dumaguete, hello Negros Oriental, and hello Sillimanians around the world. On behalf of Ronelyn Vailoces-No, this is Joshua Soldivillo and you're watching #Silliman. Good evening, everyone. This is a magazine show that talks about different aspects of Silliman University, a program initiated to discuss different matters concerning the campus by the sea. You're watching #Silliman. Hello, everyone, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Daghang salamat for joining another episode of #Silliman. Daghang salamat for making us as your Monday night company. It's already the month of June. Of course, happy birthday to me. It's my birth month. Ayan. Happy birthday as well to our June babies out there. Well, of course, this month of June, this is supposed to be the beginning of another academic calendar in the previous times. But this month, we commence our vacation. So happy vacation to everyone. But while everyone is so excited, booking, preparing for their vacation dream or their destinations, there is this group in the university is also very busy making sure that everything is done rightly, perfectly and accurately. I'm talking about our members of the Portal Yearbook. And we're so glad because we are joined tonight by the editor-in-chief of the Portal Yearbook and the associate editor. So allow me to introduce friends, Miss Kaye, Angelie, Bacasnot. Angelie, welcome to #Silliman.
Thank you, sir. Hello, everyone.
And we also have Keanu Sygaco.
Thank you and good evening.
All right, so let us begin our conversation, Keanu and Kaye, because the Portal Yearbook, obviously, we would see a lot of photos there, and then the location, their address, right? And then messages from the dean. Ultimately, what is the purpose of a yearbook? Because we would say that, we see a lot of compilations there, information, but at the core, what's the purpose of a yearbook?
As a graduating student, I really believe that the main purpose of the yearbook is to collect or compile all the memories for that gulang na nga na. So you need to check if one day you look back ka nga, oh, this is my koan. This is how I look in college, and this is what we do in college time. So.
Okay.
Well, for me, I've been working in the yearbook for over 9 years now, and what I've learned is that it can be summarized into one word: memories.
Yeah.
So the purpose of the yearbook is to collect memories.
Right.
That should last a lifetime.
Yeah. So this department's in charge of immortalizing our memories, no? I thought Keanu would say maybe you would need it at the airport, or it's a document that will allow you to fly to a different country. But anyway, so talking about memories, isn't it challenging as well? Because you guys are going to you're going to captivate memories of that batch. I mean, for example, this year, that's batch 23 or batch 2023. So every year, there's also another theme to represent and to present these memories. What do you think is the most challenging part in, let's say, conceptualizing the theme for every year? Maybe I'm interested to learn from Keanu because he's been in the business for 9 years.
Yes, I'm in the business for 9 years, and I can say that, it is challenging to select a theme because it has to encapsulate what happened during the year. Let's say, for example, 2020 was faces and faces. So we were trying to capture each with faces and the faces of the students. And for 2021 was
Currents, I believe.
Currents.
Because as it was quite controversial because it also falls under the current issue of the 174.
Yeah.
And as well as the currents that there are some students who were shifting, and then these were the last years for them to finish their course. So, unseen currents would lead them to where they are right now.
And it was during the pandemic also, right?
Yes, it was the height of the pandemic.
And then 22.
And then 22 was monuments standing to the test of time. So it was a shift away from the COVID to something more memorable. And yeah, we tried to encapsulate it through its theme, monuments.
So this 2023, Angelie, how did you come up with your theme, and what is your theme for 2023?
So the theme for Portal 2023 is Lukso, which is
Lukso.
Lukso, yeah, Bisaya term
So
for
that's Lukso, means to jump,
jump,
right?
yeah, to leap. Lukso, leap into the next adventure. So it was quite a challenge really to come up with this theme because we don't know what like exact term to use or if we're gonna use leap or jump, but it's kind of awkward when put to use that word. So we really try our best to come up with the word until we like thought about it. What if we're gonna use like a Bisaya term this time, because for the previous years they've used an English term. So that's when we thought okay, Lukso will be the perfect like term for like this year, especially that the graduating seniors this year, they spent 2 years of their university life online. And when like in 2019 they first came here in Silliman as a freshie, and when they came back here in 2022, like they're a senior right now. So imagine like the leap and the transition. The Lukso, yeah.
Okay,
that's why.
okay.
Imagine like the Lukso, like nibalik kag Silliman, you're already a senior student right now. So it's different, like it's like personal for me because it's really different like coming back here as a senior. That's why Lukso really like encapsulates the theme for this
So
year.
that's the theme for this year, friends, no? So Lukso, is there another phrases pa after?
Leap into the next adventure.
Ayun, Lukso, leap into the next
Adventure.
Now, talking about adventure, this is encapsulated everything in a certain timeline, right? So I myself, I used to be a Portal Yearbook staffer, no? I used to be a college editor. And we used to work, Keanu, na dito kagulang. Disclaimer. But anyway, so during our time, what we did is that we start the work June. I mean, so like the summer before that, we apply to become members of the yearbook, and then June we start the work, and then I think during the graduation, I mean during the seniors day, we immediately distribute the yearbook. So that was our timeline. So that's why everything was very fast, and then we have to report overtime because the deadline to beat was before the graduation day. In fact, seniors day, that's always the deadline that we used to have. So how about this year? Do you adhere to the same timeline, or you have quite a different timeline now?
Well, I can say for certainty that there has been the delays, unfortunately, because after our time, there were delays.
Okay.
And that delays spiraled into a ripple effect.
Ayun.
So that's what happened. So that's why we couldn't beat the deadline, unfortunately, because of unforeseen events and, the bureaucracy of things.
Yes. So the 2022 yearbook, they had been already distributed. Is that done, or they are still to be distributed?
To be distributed.
To be
because
distributed.
They are just arrived yesterday.
Oh, so they arrived a month, just this first quarter of the year, 2023. And then, how about for the 2023 yearbook? What timeline are you seeing this to be distributed? Or wala pa?
We have our calendar of
Yes.
like a timeline. So we're expecting the yearbook like to come hopefully sometime around like December, November, because we're already done with the first phase of the like collection of the graduates info, and after that it'll go like black print. So from that on, I think the process will like speed up na. But yeah, hopefully we cannot like guarantee any date, but Portal 2023 will try its best to produce the yearbook before the year ends.
Yeah, so that's one thing that we have to look forward, guys, no? Because maybe you will be flying anytime soon and you will be needing your yearbook. But me, I was really able to use that when I had my passport process, no? So one of the valid documents really could be a yearbook, no? So let us talk about now the team that you guys oversee, because I would say that the top two leaders of the Portal Yearbook are here. So as far as delegation is concerned, is there also much changes in terms of structure in Portal Yearbook, or there are still college editors, and then there are layout artists also in the university, or we outsource those skills now?
I started Portal in 2021, so I really don't know if how did it go for the last
so at
previous
least for,
years.
since
So
2021.
when I entered Portal, you have like the editorial board, which composes of your advisor, the editor-in-chief, the associate editor, the managing editor, creative director, the features editor, and the business manager.
Ayun.
And then you have the different representatives per like department, which is what you call department editors.
Department
So
editors.
they're assigned to the different departments or colleges here in Silliman. Then we have our own team of creatives, which composes of photographers, videographers, layout artists, and graphic artists. So really proud to say that the yearbook is produced by like pure students. Like we don't outsource it.
So everything, concept, even the photos, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Even the editing, everything. Polishing is done
By
all by Sillimanians. That's wonderful. So may I ask, who is your advisor for this school year?
Well, our advisor is Assistant Professor Ronelyn Picardal.
Wow. Hi, Ma'am Ron. Shout out to
Ma'am
your beautiful advisor, Ma'am Ronelyn. I'm sure she guides you all the time. So, I would assume that it's really challenging to collect a lot of information, no? So, I'm sure you have also transitioned to online.
Yes.
In terms of data gathering, because in our time
Back
we
in the
use
day.
we use the paper and pencil, but I think with online right now it's very fast, more convenient and efficient, right? So what do you think is the challenge that you see that you are going to face big time as you culminate the Portal 2023?
Well, I can say, since I was still back in 2014, the most important information is information.
Information.
The most important thing is to be sure that the details are correct and precise, and there are no wrong spellings. So, because it has been a very rampant problem in the yearbook for typographical errors and as well as misinformation.
Yeah.
I think to elaborate what Keanu said, it's really like the communication, because most of the graduates will, fly from like mo gawas nagduma
Yeah, especially if they're not from
the
city,
province.
yeah.
So during the first block print, the graduates will need to check their information, and that's where like the problem kind of starts, because some of them you cannot reach them, of course, on a vacation and like that. So most of them you cannot like contact. So that's like where the editors will like makompel sila to, as is like the data itself lang, and not edit it, because they do not receive any, like what Keanu said, if unsa ang edits need to be made in the
Yeah.
information.
So that must be so challenging for you guys, because especially if the Portal Yearbook has been published, I mean, nothing can be done. You cannot put a correction tape and okay, it's correct.
You can put erratum.
Yeah, so that one you have to be very meticulous, right? But at this time, we're just going to pause for a short break. But when we come back, let us talk about the creative process in your work, because I'm sure you are a team of creative individuals, and what we mean by that, there could be clashing opinions or there could be conflicts that no, this is better, or so how do you make sure that everyone's ideas is welcomed, incorporated, integrated, and what are the announcements that you can share to our televiewers? All of that and more when #Silliman returns. Stay with us.
What a wonderful words of Jesus, so reassuring for all of us that in the middle of the storm, He will be there for us.
Make us feel confident that help is available whenever we need it.
So take note that you guys should do different physical exercises.
We're hoping that in the following years, ma-appeal na ang uban nga strand kay dili magpili ang disaster of strand.
Guys, we are finally at the final stage of our DRRR activities. Can we give ourselves a round of applause?
We have now come to this day to culminate this semester-long endeavor.
The party's starting, it's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out.
In this tranquil haven, where acacia trees embrace the earth and dreams take flight, lies a hidden truth, awaiting its moment of reckoning. But nature's whispers grow louder, shaking the very foundation of this idyllic existence. Behold, the specter of the earthquake looms, a tempest of raw power. In a world where the ground beneath us can tremble at any moment, be ready. They strike without warning, leaving devastation in their wake. No one is chosen, no one is spared. We are all victims. In a heartbeat, lives are upturned, dreams are astray, and futures are left hanging in the balance. But amidst the chaos, a flicker of hope ignites.
are cleared. All victims are accounted for. All unit heads have reported. Thus, this simulation is now officially over.
Welcome back. We're still watching #Silliman and we're still joined by our memories immortalizer in the university. We have our Portal Yearbook editor-in-chief and associate editor-in-chief. So let's talk about the conflicts now, because I'm sure you have this group of creatives and then you have this suggestion, I mean, how do you put these things together, Angelie?
As like the editor-in-chief, I really like give them like the gonna go, like you can decide on what to do, like especially for like Keanu, our managing editor Emilia Aurea, especially to our creative director Sofia Nodado. So during the process of thinking or coming up about what the color palettes would be, the like themes of the font and like
even
everything.
The font size,
the font sizes and
right?
everything. Even like the styles like you use, like should we go with the sharper edges or the softer edges, like that.
Even the page number, I think you have to.
Yes. Like that. Very like technical. So I really told them na as a director yourself, you can choose to decide, but of course you need to inform us, especially me and Keanu, on what are you going to do. Like for example, is it okay to use like softer tones for the photos? So me and Keanu, especially our advisor Ma'am Picardal, will take a look at it first. Then once it's approved, then we give go signal to Sofia to do what the
So
team
it undergoes this series of approval, no?
Yes.
So pitch an idea and then will be approved. Okay.
And if I may add,
sure.
One thing you can learn from yearbook is conflict resolution, because there's a lot of conflicts that's gonna happen inside, like internally and externally. So, and
not to mention who got your ball pen.
Yes. And these things, it teaches you about the bureaucracy of things, and our yearbook is a democratic place. We are a democracy after all, so we present ideas, and some of the editors are given the full autonomy to do what they want.
Yes.
That's why I want to add lang also. This is why in like the yearbook, we really like respect each other's like decisions. So for example, like namang hangyo, like for like the managing our managing editor usually handles like student concerns.
Yes.
So all the concerns will be directed to her. So if there are queries regarding pictorials, information, we really respect her decision, because like we give her like the autonomy already to decide na, will you accept it or not. But if there are other like concerns that we need to escalate,
That cannot be resolved.
That cannot be resolved by the managing editor alone. So we like come in.
Congrats, that's leadership, guys. Yes. Right. So let's talk about true reds in the yearbook, because that's one thing that we also, ako personally I love to see that portion in the yearbook, because it's interesting that you're the pictures from I think early childhood, elementary up to college, that's being documented. So why do you think the Silliman Portal Yearbook really includes this, and do we have true reds this batch?
I think the other person beside here is a true red.
True red.
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
So like, how do you ask someone who...
It's tradition basically. So we include the true reds as part of the yearbook, since they are the ones who are honoring Silliman as an institution. And basically for this year, for the last year, 2020 yearbook for 2020, we included a fly page. So when you open the yearbook,
it's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly page.
So when sorry, Joseph. So when you the front page is like their graduation photos.
Okay.
Then when you open it, since it's a butterfly page, when you open it, it's their early childhood photos.
Okay. This is for the page dedicated for the true reds.
Dedicated for the true reds page. But that's for the 2022.
So this time it will jump, because it's
We'll try to.
What will be the gimmicks, right?
We're still trying to think of it, because like the pressure from 2022, we receive it and we just check it, and it's really nice. So I said to like our creative director nga, oh my gosh, we need to exceed this like expectation. It's really good.
Because that's the pressure there every year, because there's this expectation that this was done this batch. So what could be done that was not done before? So let us talk about the possible transition to an e-portal yearbook. Because right now, of course, no, for environmental concern, and I think it's much more, I would say, accessible to everyone to have it converted to an e-portal yearbook. So, is this idea been pitched in or been talked about so far, or what do you think of this?
I think that would need to be studied, and it's a good idea. I don't know what will be the reception of the public will be, but it's an idea we could try.
Right, because I can just save it on my phone or on my iPad, right? And then, but the problem would be perhaps the access or the sharing, no? That would be the problem.
Yes.
The Google storage
The
limit.
Google storage limit. No? So 50 GB na lang. Okay. So, but so far, this has not been yet, Okay. But we will see in the future. I think that would be the path we're looking at, because every year we are increasing our population. No? So that means we have to consume that much paper.
And increasing costs.
And increasing costs. No? So I think if we will have the e-portal yearbook, that would be a game changer. But of course, there are a lot of things to consider with that. So let's talk about the new features right now of the Portal Yearbook, because I heard that you can do some sort of like sponsorship. Is this right?
Yes.
Unpack us the details, Angelie.
It's called like sponsorship / advertisement.
Okay.
It's because you can put congratulatory messages in like the pages of the yearbook. So of course you need to like pay for it. It's a good thing, or like it's a cute idea, I guess. It's because you can like see your like congratulatory message from your parents in the like yearbook itself.
So who decides the design of that page? Like for example, I want to buy like a page in the yearbook. Like I want to have this page 84, or for example. So who decides that? Who decides what to put?
We put for example, if you purchase like one whole page, so there's an equivalent now you can put one whole message until 5 photos, and
so one message, maximum of 5 photos.
And I think you can put other photos as well, put kanang to add,
because I can just have more photos and
then it's the awards you can add in the so for the one whole page, photo, message, and the awards. Then for the half page, you can add photo, message, and awards as well, but the photos will be limited. Then for the 1/4 page, it's only the message and the photo, no awards included.
Ayun. So right now in the standard page, like for the graduates, how many recognitions and awards are allowed? Because in my time, I think we're limited. So right now, can you go on with the roster of awards that you have, or there's also a limitation?
It's in the discretion of the department editor, but as far as I know, it's still the same from our time. It's 3.
3. Yeah, because others are
high achievers.
Major in economics, or major in pol sci, major in, but also a major in extracurricular, right? So they would love to see their accomplishments there. I mean, shared to everyone through the yearbook. So right now it's still 3. But if they buy the sponsorship page or a sponsored page, they can enlist all
everything.
Their so mayor, president, class muse, lahat. So the sponsorship, Keanu and Angelie, is this only open for college students, or even our basic education parents may avail this?
Everyone in the university can avail to this congratulatory pages. So we invite like especially our faculty and staff who wishes to congratulate their graduates of their respective departments, and as well to the parents from basic education to the college department to avail our congratulatory or sponsorship pages.
Ayun. I'm just curious, guys, if the Portal Yearbook this year, are you limited to a certain number of pages? May quota ba kayo, or you have limitations?
The number of pages will depend on the number of graduates.
So far right now, you don't have yet the number of pages?
We have the number of pages already. It's quite, challenging because I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, Keanu, for Portal 2023, we will have 1,000 pages.
1,000?
1,000
Wow!
pages.
Will that be a volume 1 and volume 2? Or
It really
Wow.
depends, but
1,000 pages.
Because I think it will also depend on the number of subscribers. So
Yeah.
we have at least 2,600 subscribers. So we have other pages pa aside from the graduates pages. So it's like estimate na lang to 1K pages.
Right. So, I'm sure that as we're speaking, you've already done your photographs, picture taking, or pictorials with our graduates. But how about those who did not go to their scheduled pictorial? In the previous times, we just put them a Silliman logo or a portal symbol. So, how about this year? Will you be omitting them, or you'll be doing the same thing?
Same thing as before.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sadly,
just
nothing much has changed, and
Circle lang, or
Circle
like
lang.
the logo.
The logo.
circle lang.
Right. So maybe you'd like to encourage everyone to come and or go to the schedules of pictorials if it's still ongoing.
Please lang, maluoy mo na mo.
So we encourage everyone, especially to those who did not like make it to their schedule, please inform our managing editor Emilia Aurea or message us at Portal Yearbook at Facebook.
Ayun. So they have their contact details, guys, and they also have Facebook page.
The Facebook page.
Okay, so they also, what is the name of your Facebook
Portal
page?
Yearbook 2023.
Portal Yearbook 2023. So don't hesitate to contact our yearbook staffers, our editor-in-chief, and our associate editor if you have any concern, right? So in your participation, in your leadership, and we would say service to the university, what do you think is the biggest lesson that you have learned? Because I know you guys, you've been more than a year with the yearbook in the previous batch also of staffers. So far, what's the biggest learning, guys?
Go first.
Well, for me, I've been in the yearbook for 9 years, and I can.
That sounds so long, Keanu.
It sounds so long. Back in
9 years.
2014.
Almost a decade, okay.
Almost a decade. I started since I was in junior high, and one thing I learned is to do your job diligently and you know how to manage people, because it's all about conflict resolution in the end.
Conflict resolution.
And it's to respect people in all their
Yes.
backgrounds and to respond politely,
Ayun.
even if they have smoke in their ears.
Okay.
As for me, I've been with Portal since 2021. Maybe the greatest lesson that I learned so far is to respect one another. It's because I learned that you all guys have the position, you all have the title, like the managing editor, the creative director, and each one of you makes decisions. So whatever the other one decides, you should respect it, and also probably to be objective in a way, and to be rational siguro, because as what Keanu said, it's all about conflict for us editorial board, especially me and Keanu. We don't do the dirty work, like the collecting of info. We
Yeah.
just sit there and wait for planning lang kumbaga.
But that's quite a big task,
Big
guys.
task, yeah, that's why. So I really learned to be rational, so because you cannot just decide out of your emotion just because the people will complain, so you will just respond immediately. So you need to sit down, pause, breathe, and really
Patience.
and to really think about it, because at the end of the day, it's for the betterment of the yearbook and for Silliman as well.
Wow, very wonderful, guys. So this would be my last question to you, because diba in the yearbook, for example in the high school, we put there our dreams, to become a teacher, to become something like that. But you guys, are you graduating also, or you're almost to graduate ba, Angelie?
I am a graduating student.
Graduating, and Keanu,
Future graduate.
you're on your junior year, no? So
Yes.
you'll be senior next year. But what would be, if you'll be given the chance to write that dream in your portal yearbook, although we don't write that already nowadays, but if you are going to write that in your yearbook, what would be that dream?
Well, what is the question for this year?
We have a standard question this year.
So what's the standard question?
Name 3 things you can bring to your next adventure.
So what would be the 3 things that you're going to bring?
I'll answer na lang my portal. The 3 things I would bring in the future is matcha latte.
Okay. We need that to keep our sanity, right?
Yes.
Power bank, as someone who like dali malabat ang phone, so I need
Okay.
power bank. And my attention span, sorry.
So attention span, your power bank,
And matcha latte.
And matcha latte, of course. These are 21st century necessities. Okay. How about you, Keanu?
Well, I'm a bit political because I'm a foreign affairs student. So
Okay.
3 things: mind, money, and muscle.
3 M's yon. Mind,
Money.
and
and muscle.
Ayan. So guys, answer also, what would be the 3 things you're going to bring on your next adventure? Well, if I'm going to answer that question as an answer to, or as answer to our segment, #WTP Words to Pander, maybe number 1, I'll be bringing with me lots of prayers in my next adventure.
True.
Water, right?
True.
And most importantly, I think I'll bring with me many cash. many cash. So prayers, water, and cash. Diba? So I think we'll survive that. All right. Thank you very much for joining our episode tonight, and enjoy your next adventure, and share to us what are the things that you're going to bring your next adventure. Thank you very much, guys. See you next week, and God bless. To God be the glory. Hey there, it's Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Thank you for joining another episode. Continue supporting our Facebook page. It's called #Silliman. We also have a YouTube channel. It's still called #Silliman. Click the notification bell for you to be updated with our recent posts. And of course, catch our episode that's every 8 p.m. Monday night. And we have replays every Tuesday before the noontime news, and Saturday after the noontime news. That's available Channel 6 Field Products. And of course, we thank our subscribers and followers. On behalf of Ronelyn, Vailoces-No, this is Joshua Soldivillo. Kita-kits next week on here on
Hashtag
Silliman.
Silliman.
Bye guys!